Hey guys, Keith Resell here, back at you with another garage sale video. We're gonna hit 7 or 8 garage sales today. Got little Miss Jenna here. Let's get started. Garage sale stopped enrolling for this video, produced some great profits. I've already sold a couple of these. That starter jacket sold for $175. I'll throw the comp up right here. Just sold something else as I started to do the voiceover. Sold another one of these shirts for like 40 or 50 bucks. These are all vintage LSU Tiger shirts. Most of them are in decent condition. That one was really cool. I wasn't sure how to list it though. There's some Logo 7 in here. That Nike tracksuit is probably worth around $50 to $70. That was the Logo 7, I think. Logo Athletic, not Logo 7. But overall, some really cool LSU shirts. I probably could have picked up more, but I picked up the most interesting ones I could find. I also got some LSU like championship ones from the NCAA baseball. Those were vintage shirts, so you could tell they were single stitch. So yeah, for that garage sale, I spent I think $2 or $3 each for those shirts and made some amazing profits. So garage sale number one, you'll saw me pick up a bunch of LSU themed items. This was the garage sale probably a couple months ago now, but I'm deciding to show it to y'all now. I did the Peaches to Beaches series, and now I'm going to do a couple of, Louisiana garage sales and a couple of Peaches to Beaches also in this video. But for this one clip, it was all these LSU items. That one starter jacket, like I showed you in the actual voiceover, sold for $170. Yeah, really good. I think I paid $5 for that because it was a jacket. The other ones were all $2 or $3, somewhere in that range. The one that sold, the purple jersey, I guess you could call it, is button-down jersey kind of. It wasn't a jersey-style material, but it was still a jersey. It was by Signal Sport was the brand for that. There was a couple of those that were Signal Sport. Like I said, Logo Athletic was in there. There was some Nike in there. Just random brands of clothing. So $170 for that starter jacket, $50 for the Signal Sport jersey. I think I spent a total of like $25 at that sale, and I've already made over $200 in sales. And I still have a lot of the stuff left to sell. Clothing for me usually takes a little longer to sell. I'm sure I could probably promote it and all that, but so far that's what sold for that one. This is some extra footage from Peaches to Beaches yard sale that I forgot to kind of throw in. Picked up a couple items here. I picked up those two Lego. They're new in the packaging. They're retired Lego sets. They're not really that great because they're just, bags. The shoes also were decent, but those bags of Lego were probably 25 to 30 bucks once I sell them. The shoes probably 50 to 100. If they were in good condition, they would have been a lot more. That sweater polo one I picked up just because I didn't have a jacket, so I use that as my jacket, and I'll probably try and sell it as well. These were all Big Pony logo Ralph Lauren shirts, which is why I picked them up. They were like, I think I paid $6 for all that stuff, including the shoes. So they didn't really have a set price on anything. This was actually Thursday night before Peaches to Beaches even started. But yeah, I just wanted to include this footage here of some of the clothes I picked up. I don't think any of these have sold yet, but I do have them listed. Probably need to go back in and adjust the price a little bit. That Guns N' Roses shirt was good too. So this sale also had some clothing along with Lego. Lego, I love picking up Lego. Anytime I can pick up sealed Lego, I'll pick it up. I paid a total, like I said in the voiceover, of $6 for that. Yeah, $6 for all that. One Lego sell will make that back because those sell for around $25. The shoes, they had a little bit of damage to them, which is why I think they'll probably go for around 50 to 100 rather than if they were in good condition, they'd sell for like 100, 150. So still good profits there. That was Peach to Beaches. The second sale I stopped at, Peaches to Beaches. First sale I stopped at, I got a Wii for $5, but I don't have any footage from that. This was another Peaches to Beaches sale there. I forgot to include that Ellipsis Verizon tablet's already sold for like $50. I paid $5 for each one of those. The other one's a game camera. I was able to test it and it did work, so that was good. Hasn't sold yet. I think it was Vecture or something like that. I had to take all that stuff off of the tablet to be able to find out what it was. So then I was able to look it up based on the model number, and it's sold for around 50 to 60 bucks. Like I said, already sold for $50. So good sale there for sure. $5 into 50 is always good. I keep looking around at this sale. This is one of the first ones on the second day of Peaches to Beaches. One of the ones I went to was north of the actual Peaches to Beaches route. That's why I went to it, because I figured, oh, no one else is going to go to this one because they're all going to the other ones. But look at clothing as well. No clothing at this sale. I just picked up those two items for $5 each. Probably gonna make $100 on those. So this sale also had some clothing along with Lego. Lego, I love picking up Lego. Anytime I can pick up sealed Lego, I'll pick it up. I paid a total, like I said in the voiceover, of $6 for that. Yeah, $6 for all that. One Lego sell will make that back because those sell for around $25. The shoes, they had a little bit of damage to them, which is why I think they'll probably go for around 50 to 100 rather than if they were in good condition, they'd sell for like 100, 150. So still good profits there. That was Peach to Beaches. The second sale I stopped at, Peaches to Beaches. First sale I stopped at, I got a Wii for $5, but I don't have any footage from that. This is the last Peaches to Beaches clip I'm going to throw in here. They had a bunch of NASCAR stuff at this one. If you watched Matt, Part-Time Picker's video, you actually saw him pick up and give to Paul, Philly Flipper, a bowling ball. Well, I was at that sale the next day, and I actually pick up the Dale Earnhardt Jr. bowling ball at this sale, and I think it's probably worth around 50 to 60 bucks. I might just try and sell it locally. I paid 10 bucks for it, and the Tommy Pickles little doll as well. But the bowling ball is worth the most. It wasn't worth that much, and I'd have to charge shipping if I was going to do it. But I'd probably try and sell that locally. It is undrilled, which makes it worth a little bit more. But yeah, that's what I pick up at that sale. So at this sale, you'll saw me pick up the Dale Earnhardt Jr. bowling ball. You can see it. It's got the 8 there, and then it's got Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s car. It's not worth as much as the Earnhardt one that the other group of pickers picked up on Friday. I picked this up on Saturday as I was driving north to get that really nice deal that y'all saw last week. If you didn't see that video, go see it. I got Super Y for 75 cents each, and one sold for $70. That was after I picked up the Dale Earnhardt Jr. bowling ball. So yeah, I'm not sure if that guy was set up the day before or not, but that was the best deal I got. But this is probably worth around 40 to 50 bucks with, I think, shipping would be extra. But I might just try and sell this locally for like $25 to $30 and not have to ship it, because that would be convenient, because this thing probably weighs 12 or 13 pounds, if I had to guess. I don't have the scale. My scale only goes up to 10 pounds, the small USPS scale, so I can't weigh it right now for you. But yeah, decent profit there. The little doll's probably not worth too much. I think I paid a total of 10 bucks for both. I think she said 10 for this and like 2 for the doll. I said, what about 10 for all of it? And she said, yeah. So the doll is free to me at this point, and it'll probably sell for 15 to 20 maybe. I got to test it and see if it works. But yeah, that was it for that sale. This was an interesting garage sale I'd never been to before. I found that Chica. He actually just sold as I was about to start filming this voiceover for 10 bucks plus $4 shipping. Evil Dead, video game PS2, The Thing PS2, and Godzilla PS2. Those were all worth around $40 or more. I already sold 2 out of the 3, and I'll cover that in the summary. But I go in here, this is all the clothing. I don't really spend much time looking at clothing for this day. This one's one that I think she does every 2 weeks or so, every second Saturday. So I need to figure out what schedule she has. I follow her on Facebook now, so I can kind of figure that out. But there was some decent clothing there. There's some cool Letterman's jackets, but none of them were worth money. They were just local high schools. I debate that Sims. I did look it up. It wasn't worth picking up. All the toys, I think, are right over there. If you can see, I'm about to go to the toy section. I do pick up some Transformers on this day. I think I paid like $10 or $15 for everything, other than the video games. The video games were 10 bucks by themselves. But I do pick up a decent amount of toys. I think I had everything in the bag. If you can see right down there, I don't really show it very well, but there's the Bratz dolls down there that I'll cover in a second. Those were the most profitable item for sure. I think those sold for over $100. I look at the cords here, but I don't see any video game stuff in the cords. If I see like a charger for a certain video game system, sometimes I'll pick those up. The filters, I debate picking the filters up, but it's so hard to figure out if they're OEM or not. And you can sell filters to say, it fits a certain model, but sometimes filters can get you in trouble on eBay. There's a decent amount of media as well. I need to look at the sealed ones. That's what I usually look at for media, is look at the sealed items and see what might be worth it. Sometimes CDs can be worth some good money, and DVDs if you find them sealed, even unsealed. But I wasn't going to spend that much time looking through them on that day. This was one of the last sales I went to that day, so luckily it wasn't too, I could have spent more time probably looking through stuff, but if it's early in the day, I'm not going to spend forever looking through stuff. Here's the summary. This was an interesting sale that I went to. It was somewhere in Gonzales, Louisiana, / Donaldsonville or Sorrento, I think. I don't know where it was exactly, but it was some random one that was posted on Facebook. She said her husband does towing services, which is where she gets a lot of her inventory from. They also do house cleanouts. So I got some video games there. I got 3 of them for $10. Already sold 2 of them. The Thing already sold for like 42, I think. And Godzilla sold for 55. Pretty good considering I paid $3.33 each. And I also showed a decent amount of footage from that sale, if you saw the footage, which you just saw. Those Bratz dolls, I didn't really show too much of them in the camera because I didn't see them until I went back around after I did the video. But they were underneath one of those tables. The Bratz dolls, $120 for those. I probably could have gotten more. Those sold within hours of me posting. I got a lot of messages from people asking for certain ones. So I'm guessing there was one that was rare that was in that lot, which I probably should have done an auction for them, but you live and you learn sometimes. Bratz has always sold well for me. I sold one Bratz doll for $300 out of a storage unit. I sold the other 24 of them for like $250. So Bratz dolls, if you ever find them, they are the big eyes, I guess you could call it, and you'll notice them. You saw the picture I posted. If you don't know what they look like, just type in Bratz dolls 2001 on your eBay, and you can see some of the sold comps for those are really good. So if you ever see Bratz dolls, you should definitely be picking them up. This was a sale towards the end of the day. This is in Baton Rouge. I probably should have picked up that horse given the prices of the other stuff that I picked up. I picked up these dolls right here, 4 Our Generation dolls, I think, or My Generation, whichever one they're called, for 25 cents each. It's hard to beat 25 cents each for dolls. And I pick up these 4 hats, Talladega, a Baltimore Orioles hat, which I shouldn't have picked up because it's not actual Baltimore Orioles. That was a Britney Spears hat. Believe it or not, I did Google Lens it and bought up Britney Spears. But I pick up those 4 dolls. And that monkey as well. The monkey's probably worth around $50 if I had to guess, based on the comps I was seeing. It hadn't sold yet, but 25 cents, it's hard to pass that up. At this sale, everything was 25 cents, so I did pick up Our Generation dolls. Usually I do not pick those up, but for 25 cents each, it's hard to pass up on them. Even if I don't sell them, I can give them to my niece to play with, because, 25 cents, you can't go wrong. They also got 4 hats. You saw them. Britney Spears one was the one that said work. The B word. And then there's a Talladega hat, some kind of random minor league baseball team. Yes, I still have Dale Jr. right here. It works as a prop for my hands. And then the other hat as well is Baltimore Orioles, which I think I need to, I don't think I can actually sell that one. It had like a random letter on it. I tried to do some research, thought it might have been a minor league Orioles team, but I think it had an A on it, maybe was the letter, and that doesn't equate to anything that is Baltimore Orioles, so it's probably just some kids team that used the logo, and, so I probably can't sell that hat at all. But that was a decent pickup at that sale. I haven't sold any of that stuff yet, but some good pickups. Here I am once again picking up another Roomba for cheap. And do y'all ever pick up Roombas and try and sell them? For some reason, I keep picking them up, even though I've already got 2 of my own. There's a bunch of LSU stuff there that I pass up on that day. I didn't see any plush or toys that looked inviting or profitable to me. I do pick up that one little glass blue item right there. You see it? I do pick that up. It was only $1, so I figured I couldn't pass it up. I don't know why I pick it up. Glass is never fun for me. I might, like I talk about in the summary, I might put it at the antique booth. What would y'all price it at if you had to put it in your antique booth? It looked Fenton style to me, but I'll talk about it in the summary as well, but it just didn't have any markings that specifically said what it was. I keep looking at more of the glassware and stuff like that, and pots and pans and plates and all that, but on this day, all I pick up is the Roomba and the little piece of glass. Some of the figurines, maybe if they were cheap enough, I should have gotten them, but I didn't even ask her about the prices for those, actually, so I'm not sure how much those would have been on this day, and I don't know if I would have picked them up anyways. The ones in boxes, because they had the styrofoam in them, probably would have been easier, but not today. So this sale, I'll pick up another Roomba vacuum. I keep picking them up for $5 each. I need to get them sold. I've listed one so far, I think, and I listed it for like $100. I need to do some more comps on this one, but for $5, I couldn't pass it up. I also picked up the glass piece y'all saw in that in the video. There was no markings on it, but it's like the hobnail Fenton type, at least. I don't know if it's Fenton or not. There's nothing marked on the bottom to show it's Fenton, but this, for $1, I couldn't pass it up. I don't like picking up glass because I don't like shipping it. So this will probably go in the antique booth that I'm sharing with a friend. But yeah, little hobnail glass bowl pattern, really cool piece for $1. If I see it cheap enough, I will pick it up. I've got a couple now that I need to send to the booth and try and get them sold. But what would y'all price this at? What would you put a price on this thing? It's probably 5 inches high and like 2 inches at the base, and then just random like floral pattern. But yeah, that's it for that sale. One last sale for this video involves books. Edgar Rice Burroughs. There's a lot of like 25 to 30 books, just random books. Based on what I was seeing, they looked like they were worth it. The Wii Sports as well. It was only $1 whenever I ask, so can't pass up Wii Sports for $1. Even if it doesn't work, it was worth the risk to me. Anything else y'all see would have been worth it? I didn't see anything on this day. There was some decent clothing. You'll see that in a second. I think I actually talked with the person right here about, they were talking about storage units and stuff, and I was talking about my book that I sold for like $1,100. But y'all don't need to hear that interaction. There was someone else I actually knew at the sale. I think she was over there by the shoes. So shout out to you if you watch this far into this video. But I do look at the furniture as well. I should look at furniture more often, because you see some people flipping Ethan Allen for pretty good money. The clothing, I think I'm going to show one here. I think it was Patagonia maybe, but they were asking a lot for the clothing. So for this last sale, I picked up a lot of books. I think I picked up around 25 or 30 books. They're Edgar Rice Burroughs, different various books from him. So yeah, really cool books. The Cave Girl, The Mucker, random, Pirates of Venus, Lost on Venus, Carson of Venus. So yeah, I have those. I haven't listed them. I put them up as an auction. I got like 2 watchers and no one bid on them. I started a bid at like 40, so I'll probably try to put them at $39.99 plus shipping and see what happens. But yeah, I think I paid like $5 for all those, and I got the Wii Sports as well. Anytime I see Wii Sports, I'm gonna pick it up. It was only $1, so yeah, that's probably worth around $20 to $25. So decent profits at all these garage sales. Altogether, really good sales for me. A lot of those were Louisiana. There was 3 Peaches to Beaches, and the other 4 or 5 were in Baton Rouge. So thanks for coming along, guys. Don't forget to leave a like. Comment with your favorite item that I found. Mine's going to be the starter jacket because it already sold. It sold within a week of me listing it, I think. So it's a really good sell-through rate for clothing. For me, clothing takes a lot longer than that to sell usually. And subscribe if you're not subscribed. Thanks for watching.